So hello, this is the Team 2023 MYOB Digital Challenge case. This is Team NZ9. I'm Celine.
I'm George.
I'm Mandy.
Okay, so before we actually get into detail about our idea, what we have to do is consider the market for it. So what is the current outlook for the market? So the education and training system has been impacted quite severely by the COVID-19 pandemic throughout 2020 and 2021. So for instance, but despite that, the number of trainees has actually increased by 4.4%. As you can see, and as you can see on the right here, from Education Count, the number of apprentices has also gone up over time. So from 2017 to 2022, despite the pandemic. So this shows that this is a very resilient industry, which means that the potential for an improved workforce, for an improved education and training workforce, is with the right strategy, which is what our idea will look at improving. The potential for an improved workforce is actually very large. So the main educational institutions and businesses that will be impacted, I guess, by our training and education industry idea will be the polytechnics and the universities. And already there's been laws passed, such as the Education and Training Act 2020, which made various improvements to the education and training system in terms of the awareness of rights and the Work Development Committee endorsement of programs. So this is a very strong industry, and generative AI, which is what our idea will be based on, such as ChatGPT, has the potential to be hugely potential to be used as a learning tool and to create a really high, strong training and education workforce. So second of all, what we need to consider is our target demographics. So what demographics will our idea be targeting? So our idea is based off generative AI, or a learning management system. So the generative AI will be used to display images to potential trainees to better help them learn. So this will help various demographics who might struggle to be trained. So first and foremost is the aging population. So the proportion of elderly workers in the workforce is increasing over time. As you can see on the bottom left graph from Stats NZ, it has gone up. It is projected to go up significantly towards 2068. So this has various impacts on the workforce. So we need to so that's why we need to have generative AI to better help these aging groups, in order to maintain the integrity of this workforce. So, and the second demographic is ethnic minorities in the workforce. So some peoples like Maori and Pacifica, because they are so because they're so deprived, it might affect their performance. As you can see on this bottom right graph here, the number 10 decile, is disproportionately represented by the Maori and Pacific populations. So these are the poorest, clearly the poorest peoples in the country. And third of all, there are people in regions with fewer job opportunities, so therefore they might not get the high quality training opportunities they need. So when they do enter the workforce, they might struggle to be trained without image generating AI, which is the basis of our idea, as I just said. And also there's people who are disrupted by technology in the workplace. So technological advancements can disrupt traditional jobs and might disorientate employees. So generative AI, generative AI offers a very simple way of conveying new knowledge and understanding about new technology that various employees or trainees might struggle to get to grips with otherwise. Thirdly, we're going to consider the potential competitors, or the learning management system. By the way, our idea is like a hybrid of a learning management system and generative AI, or such as GPT. So the learning management system already has many competitors. So that are trying to make training easy for employees. So SAP Litmos, for example, there's Talent LMS, which is very affordable, and as Cornerstone on Demand, which is is specifically designed for employee training and development. So, but despite all these many different competitors, none of these systems are actually generative AI. And generative AI displays images; it conveys things very, very, very easily. So that is how our idea, which is a combination of generative AI and the learning management system, will actually outcompete all these other things, we believe. So generative AI is very, very costly, and once we actually get generative AI, in order to be able to build generative AI, we need our business to actually grow significantly, and only then it will be able to invest in the production of generative AI. So once that happens, there'll be many generative AI competitors too, because remember, our idea is a learning management system plus AI. So generative AI competitors such as FAIR, they're all FAIR, NVIDIA, and others, and DeepMind. They all have they're all really good at developing high quality images and also producing very realistic effects of trainers. However, none of the above companies have developed AI models that are actually equipped for employee training. There's no grading, there's no tracking of trainee progress, and this is what our model will actually specialize in. This is how it will be distinguished from many other generative AI competitors, which are not specialized for employee training.
So moving on to the second part of our presentation, our tech solution to the big points. Yep, so our solution is tentatively named JobsGPT, open to suggestion, but it is an Australia and New Zealand-based learning management system. And it's held on a hybrid multi-cloud service solution. So that means it incorporates both public and private clouds to suit customer needs. It incorporates both traditional AI and generative AI. So the traditional AI will take care of more admin tasks and general AI detecting pattern tasks that would not require content generation. And generative AI takes care of content generation, such as real-time feedback and assistance, real-life scenario simulations for training purposes, and generating tailored contents for courses in terms of text, audio, images, and short videos. There's no download options available for courses due to copyright reason, and the link either sent to email or account is required to access content. So development potential, our product has a lot of potential because AI has a lot of potential. Development within the near future includes improved photo and video recognition and generation, which helps with scenario simulations. Pricing strategy, we have 3-tier subscription, which means our product is accessible to and suits the needs of a wider customer base. In terms of customer support, normal basic instructions will be done by AI, but technical support staff are available on demand. And because of the nature of Gen AI, there's no warranty or guarantees available in terms of the content being generated, but we are open to discussion to troubleshoot and accept feedback to improve user experience. So here is an infographic that shows all of our product features, which includes visual design and basic functions designed in a way to make navigating the content in the platform intuitive to users. And what sets us apart from our competitors is content library, content generation, especially, and AI for administrative. So content library means we have a library of courses available to suit businesses that don't need AI to generate or tailor content to the employees. And content generation is mostly in 3 aspects. So generating courses, generating training scenario, and engaging with the employee should they need it. Administrative is mostly employers tracking employees' progress and give employees getting suggestions for new training programs or troubleshooting current ones. Here's a Canvas infographic. So our value proposition is basically taking the boring out of online training and machine learning for your learning. So we help businesses to effortlessly retain, train, and advance employees by simplifying and gamifying the training process. It also includes some key information about our partners, our value activities, our customers, and our cost and revenue. So the third part is the go-to-market plan. The market definition is as follows. And our target behavior is that the customers will engage more and the employees will engage more with the training content. And for the employers, it's a more efficient training process that saves time and effort because it's AI automated. And our locations is mostly New Zealand targeted, especially large cities such as Auckland, Wellington, and Christchurch. But there's potential early expansion into Australia and later on into the US market. So pricing strategy in terms of competitors, our pricing strategy is competitor based, and our competitors are divided into two categories: LMS and generative AI. So generative AI, when we start out, we are outsourcing our AI model to ChatGPT, and we're only training our own model when our business has grown enough in the innovative phase, as will be discussed later in the project timeline. So generative AI competitors are not of much concern. LMS competitors tend to offer competitive pricing ranging from $6 to $10 per monthly active user, but they do not have generative AI integrated into their product. So our solution is a combination of the above two services, which minimize competition. So our pricing strategy is a tier subscription. You can see as follows. So tier 3 has access to all of tier 2 features, and private cloud service is available to them. So they can go fully private, such as banking, which has sensitive data. They can go fully private without worrying about public cloud interfering with their data. Then tier 3 also has prioritization during high demand for AI system. Yeah. Tier 1 only has access to limited content personalization and auto-generated tests. So there's no simulation available for tier 1. And tier 1 users also have limited access to library and limited modification to AI-generated courses, such as only an extra 10 slides per slides, or no options for actually changing the photos or images. Yeah. And tier 2 has enhanced content, so personalized content to all sorts. The AI will ask for the employee's information when they start out, and this will be tailored. The courses will then be tailored specifically to suit the employee's need. There's also real-life simulations available for training, full access to library, and unlimited modifications to the courses. Yep. Marketing and sales strategy. Our target market is the regular employees in New Zealand and Australia, and also employees with special learning need and the older workforce, which might need more training in terms of technology and digitization. Some of our customer anti-personas, including the recluse, which is the companies that already have a very fixed training program in place, so they wouldn't be likely to use our product. And the horrible boss, which means the companies that don't really care much about employee training, which is more likely to be one of the companies in the low skill section of the market. The layman, which is also low skills companies that may or may not have fixed training programs, but they do not care enough about the training quality to use our product. So our value proposition is that sets us apart from our competitors is scenario simulations, AI generated content, and automated marketing. Some of our marketing channels include social media, so Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, because we're trying to cater to the older workforce as well. Email marketing, such as newsletters and online and in-person webinars when people visit our website. The sales process just basically means our tier subscription means we are able to attract more customers, and there's freely available previews, premium content to get people to actually purchase. Some analysis to our competitor is that our competitor's strengths is that generative AI is capable of producing written content, and LMS is offering up competitive pricing. But the weaknesses is that our product is unique, and LMS is skewed more towards current LMS is skewed more towards employers rather than the employee's experience. And our goals is to convert 90% marketing qualified leads to sales qualified leads, and we achieve more than 150,000 monthly subscription. And our customer lifetime values is quite low for tier 1 because tier 1 customers are more likely to only use our product once, but this increases exponentially for tier 2 and tier 3 customers because there will be lifetime subscribers, so our CLTV will be in the hundreds and thousands for tier 2 and 3. Our key project timeline from research to planning to startup is less than 1 year, And then ideally at startup, we have a minimum viable product that will be sent out into the market for testing. And if it's good, then we'll give it 2 or 3 years to grow our customer base and develop and grow our service. And hopefully after 1 year, we will have enough reputation to start getting partnerships and continue to increase and expand into other markets. And after a year, that will be when we start looking into product expansion. So maybe expanding beyond training and education employees and going into education as well. And then because of the nature of our product, it's a very short amount of time between scaling and innovating, which is when we start investing into training our own AI model instead of using ChatGPT. And we'll give it another 2 years to see how our services grow before we start looking into exit strategy.
Hi everyone, I'm Mandy. Let's talk about the financial budgeting for our company's planning and startup stage. It will cover the first 4 years. As a tech startup, we aim to start light and move quickly. To start with, the 380,000 funding will be allocated to market research, product development, and platform creation. The future costs will be covered by our revenue. Expected subscription sales will result in an initial 11% net profit and increase to 15% growth under a conservative calculation. Shareholders can anticipate a return on equity ROE of 100% to 293%. Alternatively, if we train the AI model in-house with an initial investment of 4 million, the ROE will start at 11% and reach 29% by the 4th year. Thank you for your attention. If you are interested in our company or have any questions, please reach us.